tonight on my VertShark YouTube channel and on the Mac to the Future Facebook page, I am going to try and do a review of this right here. The Monoprice podcasting and live casting kit. Hopefully it'll go well. Who knows? Okay, so I've got the whole kit right here, and I'd first like to give a shout out to Gary Apter, who told me about this, and I was not able to keep myself from buying it because that's kind of the things that I do. But it was off price from the usual price, which is about $80. Got it for $59, and if you keep an eye over on Monoprice, there'll be a link in the show notes about where to go to get this kit. And if you keep an eye on it, eventually I'm sure it's going to come down in price again. But let's go ahead and take a look at what is actually inside of the box. I haven't actually hooked up any of this yet. So hopefully as I connect everything up, it's not going to completely get destroyed. I'm going to back up a little bit here and see if I can open this without messing up my audio. Okay, so here's everything that comes in the kit. You get some instructions, which don't really tell you all that much. There's the quick user's guide, which honestly is like, I don't even know why they really bothered, but it comes with a lot of different things. Number one, it comes with this kind of cheapy like boom arm. One thing that makes this boom arm different from other boom arms is it's got the cable for the microphone is built right into it. So hopefully, and you don't have to use this cable, and you don't have to use this particular boom arm. Any cable that has a USB-B to USB-A connector will work with this microphone. So we've got the boom arm. And on that note, we also have, of course, let's see if I can get this open. This is the desk mount for the boom arm. And something just fell. Oh yeah, don't want to lose that. That's basically how you kind of tie it down later on. So, but I mean, it's a standard type of boom arm or boom arm mount. And one thing that I wish it had, it's got some padding right here, which goes onto the top of the desk, but there's nothing on the bottom here. That's just bare metal. So that's not going to do your desk any good. So you might want to get like some cloth or something and put that there so that it doesn't mess up your desk. It also comes with oh, come on. What do you call this thing? It's it's a pop filter, but it's got another name and I can't think of it off the top of my head. Doesn't really matter. And it's completely flat because it's been packed away, but that will go nicely over the microphone itself. And we have the mount for the microphone, which will put it right onto the boom arm. We have a pop filter, which is this is pretty standard. You see these everywhere. They're like, I'm not a big fan of this particular type of pop filter, but it will do the job. And it comes with some headphones. And because this entire kit, regular price, is about $80, I'm not expecting all that much. This is actually the first time I've kind of looked at it. And it doesn't look bad. We'll find out later what they sound like. I'm going to compare them to the Sony MDR 7506s that I've got. And I'll just leave that on there for now. But it's, it's all plastic, kind of cheap feeling. You're not going to get too much for the money for something like this. If I can do this without breaking the whole thing. Should have had some scissors. Well, that's just disappointing. Okay, we'll just leave that there for now. It also has a twist on 1/4 to 1/8 inch adapter. Actually, it's not a twist on at all. It's just a plug-in. Okay, so there's the headphones. And last but not least, we've got the microphone. And, just looking at this, it's looks like your standard Chinese USB microphones, but I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised. It's got some weight to it. The actual specs on the microphone, it's a cardioid microphone. It frequency response of 30 hertz to 18 kilohertz, and it's 16-bit 48 kilohertz. So the specs aren't all that fantastic, but we'll find out what this thing sounds like in just a second. So let's move this out of the way. And okay, step 2. Let's spread this stuff out a little bit. We're going to hook all this up. And we're going to start with the boom arm. So we're going to get our desk mount here. Tighten that down. Undo the cable. Now, I have a lot of respect for guys that do this on a regular basis, but for the most part, they're not doing it live. So, warts and all. So then this basically just connects to here. And then we want to connect the microphone to the mount. Okay. So that just screws onto the bottom. I told you, I haven't actually looked at this yet. So as you tighten this down, you can kind of adjust where the microphone is actually going to sit with this screw here on the bottom. And this is just a 5/8 adapter. So it's all pretty simple. So I'm going to loosen this up a little bit. And we're going to swing this around to this side. And we'll tighten everything down. Hopefully that's going to be pretty close to where it needs to be. All right, USB cable is connected there. And just plug this into a USB slot on the computer. Okay, so it's got a red light that shows up. Let's see if I can swing this around so you can see it. Right here, that's basically letting you know that you've got power. This button also doubles as a mute button. So if you hit that, you'll see it's blinking. So now it's muted, in theory. Okay. And that's the whole thing hooked up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my this microphone out of the way. We are going to switch over. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to switch over to this microphone and we're going to connect the headphones to the handy dandy audio output that is on the microphone itself. So with this, you don't need an audio interface. You don't even need to have a audio output on your computer. Everything will just go right into here. There is a gain knob and a volume knob itself. Oh, I forgot to put this on. Well, we'll deal with that in just a second. We'll put on, oh, this is going to make some noise. There. Okay. Check, check, 1, 2. I have switched over to the Monoprice microphone. And this is what it sounds like. It's kind of hard for me to tell what it sounds like listening to them through these headphones. These are not really. This is either a crappy mic or not really good headphones, and I'm guessing not really good headphones. Hold on. I'm going to switch over to the Sony's. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check. 1, 2. And check, check. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, microphone sounds it sounds pretty good. I am not at all unhappy. My gain knob is set a little at half. Let me move it up. Okay, that's at about 3/4. Check, check. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't hear a lot of background noise. Check, check, check. 1, 2. All right, I'm going to switch back to the other headphones. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Sorry about that. I didn't have the headphones plugged all the way in. Okay, now I'm hearing a lot of background noise. That could also be because these headphones don't quite fit all the way around the ear. Not all that well. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to check, I'm going to turn the gain down on the microphone so you won't be able to hear me while I install this other pop filter. Okay. Moving that back up. No, that didn't stay. Wow, this is not a great pop filter. Okay. I'm not even going to bother with this thing. Oops. So loud. All right. I guess that's about it. From everything from this kit, the boom arm with the built-in USB-B to USB-A cable is decent. It's not great. It's typical of the type of boom arms that you'll pick up from Amazon or AliExpress or anything like that for $5 to $15. The microphone I really, really like. I'm kind of blown away by how it sounds. And again, I'm not even going to say anything like, "Well, it sounds just as good as the Lewitt 440." No, it does not. But for $80 for this entire kit, the microphone is great. The um, boom arm is pretty good. The headphones, yeah, they'll get the job done, but they're not great. And the other pop filter, I'm sure would work well if I could figure out how to put it on this arm. Maybe I needed those instructions after all. Anyway, that is going to do it. Thank you all for joining me tonight, and I will see all of you again later on. Bye.